you should understand that Google doesn't understand your content every time that they come to your website. You need to prove that you are consistent with your improvements. Eventually, with a core update, you will be using your chance. Hello everyone, welcome to the Another Blue Hat SEO series episode. In this case study, I'll be demonstrating a website that actually I published earlier, and there is even actually a topical map example in our course for this topic, which is glasses. But with that topical map has been created from multiple angles, as an eye health doctor or a local optician, or also as an online store too. So there are different angles in the course, but this is just one of these variations as a live example too. We published this case already earlier in our Blue Hat SEO series. If I don't give the website name, you can find it from the previous one. Many of you already know. If you know, you can also write it in the comments if you wish to. So in this project, we doubled the traffic actually one more time. And in this area, I will try to give you again some unique suggestions. I would like to do a few, let's say, just updates. The first thing is that since this project actually got its age, firstly, you should keep updating every document that you have, like every 6 months, because documents will be losing their freshness signals and you will need to making them fresh again according to the new query network. The second thing is Google keeps changing actually query semantic distance, which means previously not related queries to each other might be relevant today. That's why you will need to actually keep adding new entities and new query phrases or the context to your document, either by creating new web components, new web layouts, or engagement models as much as possible. The second thing is that in this project, we needed a longer duration of actually historical data until we convinced the Google. One reason for that is we didn't use any of the PageRank, external PageRank or the backlink in this case, but we started to actually compare Oscar value to the other competitors with versus type of articles, which is not that easy due to the legal situations. But if you can rank for your competitors' names, and if you're able to get more clicks from especially a specific user cluster who has already, let's say, user journey on this topic for these entities, and the moment that you get these clicks in Google API leak, it is called unicorn click, and in Google patents sometimes they mention it with a different name, but they mainly mention that some clicks matter more than other users' clicks. Basically, they just want to get the expert or experienced users' clicks or weight them more based on the engagement that you are giving. And we mentioned actually click models earlier, so I won't mention them here. But basically, processing this versus content, updating old documents, and keep expanding the website were the main things. And the second thing is that if you go to the actually this project video earlier, you will see that technically this was like over 10 millions. So you should always make this 0 or close to 0. The same also goes for this one too. It's not that good and actually this like that. The last case that we published for this project, maybe you remember, and we exceeded like 3 million clicks amount with this one. If you want, you can just watch the previous video and find it as well. We came to this moment from 400 clicks a day. For Oscar value too, it was like 100 click a day. Now it is 4,000 or over 4,000 a day as well. And the another part is I published also its Canadian version, and again by using AI or some certain configurations, you are able to also increase your rankings for international versions too. Together with this, actually it is coming to the nearly 6,000 clicks a day because we also have a New Zealand version too. I don't include the merchant center optimization. I suggest you to also optimize your GBP or Google Business Profiles if you have multiple local stores according to the specific queries that are being searched more in that area. Here we have more than actually local SEO or local stores. I suggest you to check actually basically something like this, for instance, Halifax or different Richmond, etc. We also optimize these too. I suggest you to actually check this because you keep asking me how about the local SEO. Here you can find actually all these local SEO examples too. But basically what we do is that, or technically what we do is that we don't use repetitive content in these local store pages. This is one thing that I would like to also tell in this case too. You should be creating unique engrams or unique, let's say, co-occurrences as much as possible in all these sections, and the specific route for your locations should be ranking higher so that actually these individual locations can be ranking higher too. Soon we will be changing some of the names in this area or some other sections, but I suggest you to examine this project because this is an e-commerce project and also service based on this appointment and also local business or local store at the same time too. So let me also show you this section. This is a 6 months comparison, 3 months comparison, and last year 28 days comparison as well. And we needed to wait actually for a specific type of, let's say, core update to be able to have these effects. The moment that you have it, you won't be dropping back. You should understand it until to the next update, it won't be coming back. But sometimes you need basically a core update to be able to come to that moment. You should be focusing on most of the impressions. Eventually clicks also will be following you on that too. And if you are in the health industry, I suggest you to use researches or scientific researches as much as possible. With another project earlier, we used actually consensus.app in this example. If I come to here and write something about eye anatomy or eye health, you will see that actually it will be giving me directly some answers. You can also ask a question, does, I don't know, chicken help for eye health? I just make things up here. It will directly give you the latest researches, and I explained already how you can integrate these researches to your content in a proper way that the search engine can understand and rank you higher in our topical authority course, and also a special Svalbard SEO case study that we published earlier. You can check the channel for that. These are the results from Ahrefs, results from SEMrush, and the one suggestion that I will be giving here too will be coming from actually a query example. So let's say you want to rank for best woman glasses, but to be able to rank for such a query, you usually need to mention multiple brands. But if you are one of the brands like Bailey Nelson or PSM or whatever here, like Oscar Wilde or Oliver Peoples, you can't mention actual other brands. You can mention only one, which is your brand. In this type of situations, what you can do is technically bending the meaning of the query. You can rank best woman glasses basically from every brand, or you can just bend the meaning by like best woman glasses for reading or for blue eye or yellow eye or let's say blonde hair or curly hair or party dress, etc. The moment that you do that, to create a proper listing with list definition, which is here, this is called heat word in my framework, and this is called the heat word description, and these are mathematically actually adjusted. If you come to the my snippet, you will see this list includes. If you use proper type of writing with algorithmic rules, or let's say the rules that I determine, you will get this type of extra SERP features. The others actually won't be having that. The second thing is that you can also, the search engine also tells, see the full list, and how I bent the query meaning is already reflected here, like best woman glasses for oval face shape, or best woman glasses with a certain condition, for instance, or with blue eye, etc. So these type of situations, even if your document is actually very old, I just changed this number, nothing else, still you keep ranking at here. But that's not the only thing. If you can look at the historical data for this query, you will see that this page actually was ranking at the top one. Now, again, we rank at the top one, but with our e-commerce page. So you should understand one thing here. The historical data or all the click logs in query sessions from users, if it is positive or negative, it can be reflected from here to this one. The search engine technically transfers all the ranking signal that we got from this for 1 year to our commercial page. Before the November core update, you will see only listicles were ranking for this. Now e-commerce pages are ranking. We are at the top thanks to the historical data that we have in this area. They just prioritize same domain with the closest e-commerce page with a different centerpiece annotation. Centerpiece annotation is the most important component on a page to reflect its purpose. We have a product grid here, and we have a very big font text to increase the relevance overall too. This will be the largest contentful paint element also to reflect the main context of the page as well. That's why it is at the center, and that's why it is actually big. Then you will see these reciprocal links with different categories as well. So you can try to use these structures, even if it's for e-commerce SEO, local SEO, or basically micro semantics with content writing to trigger these type of search features. You should understand that Google doesn't understand your content every time that they come to your website. You need to prove that you are consistent with your improvements. Eventually, with a core update, you will be using your chance. And with that said, I would like to actually tell that if you are being mentioned frequently in case studies of people, and our community right now is like over 40,000 people, and you can also trigger this type of SERP features about your brand, like what people are saying. That is really important for your brand to be triggered. The second thing is we already got 310 public success shares from our community. I would like to promote here Muhammad Amir as the 310th, and our friend from maybe Pakistan, Kamran Ahmad Aman. Thanks for sharing your success. And Skandar Jamil. I don't know where you are from, but I believe that country has many good and hardworking people as you are. And in the last case that I also shared this from Ben Gomez by saying that this one here actually uses document ID. You can see this also in the Google API leak a lot, but word ID won't be there because these are very old patent. And if you know the engineer and the terminology of the patents, you can understand which section of these diagrams still matter or which ones don't matter that much as well. With that said, I suggest you to join actually our newsletter. This way you can also join to our communities, and if you would like to join to the Topical Authority course, you are always welcomed. And soon, probably this year, I will be publishing another course for document writing and optimization for better sentence structures as well. It will be mainly for authorship rather than directly SEO. So it won't be about topical maps or content briefs, but it will be mainly about, let's say, increasing the relevance by playing with the words, concepts, entities from different angles with different different type of content formats as well. I suggest you to check these. With that said, it's always a pleasure to talking to you, and see you the next time.